have this thing called social media. It drives us crazy. What is it? What am I supposed to do? I don't have the time for this. These kids today, my God, tweeting, Facebooking, making videos, Vines, we've got Instagrams, we've got all this stuff. How can you possibly keep up? You can't. Because that's part of the pain. See, we're trying to apply traditional methodology, marketing methodology, to a very new medium. And these mediums are two-way conversations. They're multiple-way conversations. Imagine if you, let me go with me for a second. We're at the bar together, right? And we're talking, having some nice casual conversation. And then all of a sudden, somebody comes in with a half dozen business cards in their hand as we're all having a casual conversation over a beer going, would you buy from me? Would you buy this house from me? Look at this listing. Is this amazing or what? What would we do? Oh, you punch it. Somebody said I punched it. Good for you. Yeah, right. That was you, right? Good, yeah. What's your name? Tony. Good, because I'll stay away from you later. All right, so. No, but you know what it does is it irritates us. And it creates a thing we call psychological reactance. Psychological reactance works like this in the consumer psychology literature. Psychological reaction is when we feel as a consumer somebody's trying to take our freedom away, and then we go to extreme measures to get our freedom back, such as punching them. That is the psychological reactance, right? And that's the problem when people try to do traditional advertising, billboard type of advertising on Facebook. It's a problem. We don't want to see it. We're there to interact. We're there to create relationships. We're there to have conversations. We're there to be able to talk to each other in a very real, genuine, authentic way. You're real estate agents. We're in a people business. This isn't about B to C or B to B. This is about P to P, people to people. And what we've forgotten about the psychology of social media is that what's happened is that we're dealing with real people, and you're real people, and they want to communicate with each other. And that's part of the marketing problem. But we have a third problem that causes pain, right? And it's a you problem. It's personal. And then the third problem is, quite frankly, it's just frustrating. Right? The older we get, it just seems that this thing just gets so frustrating. I don't get it. Do you know how many people come to me on a regular basis and say to me, I don't get it. I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense. This whole social media thing just doesn't make sense. And of course it doesn't. We are the digital immigrants. We are not the digital natives. Look at you. Look at yourself in the mirror. Okay, maybe not. Look at you. Okay, well, I'm looking at you now. Maybe some of you shouldn't look at yourself. See, you have to understand that every one of these social media platforms are individual countries. They have their own language. They have their own unwritten rules, norms, expectations. And that's what we forget. Oh, you learn it pretty quickly, by the way. Right? If you use Twitter, what do you learn really quickly? You can't go over how many characters? 140. And all of 6 people in this room do that. Yes, very good. Okay, that's good. That's the language. That's 140 characters on Twitter. It's Twitter, yes. And what you do is called tweeting. Yes, is what we do. The culture was created by the users. They created the culture. They were the ones who created this culture that said, these are the rules. We're not going to write them down anywhere, but you violate these rules, you're out. And we have all sorts of ways of putting people out, especially real estate agents. All sorts of ways to do it. We might not defriend you. No, something much worse. Do you know what's worse than being defriended on Facebook? Being hidden. Seriously. Because you know what happens when people hide you because of your posts? They forget about you. The psychology of being able to interact with people is pretty much unconscious. I'll give you an example. One of the things I talk about is the principle of reciprocity. Principle of reciprocity works like this. If I give you something, just give it to you, what will you do? You're going to give me something back. Here's what's cool about the psychological literature. What's so cool about it is I will give you more back than what you gave me. So what happens is, it works like this. You know what happens? Christmas time. Get ready for Christmas. Here's what you do. You took somebody off your Christmas list. Right? Took them off. They show up at your door with some little present. Right? And you go, oh shit. Is what you do. Right? Inside, right, is what you do. So you go home and you go, oh my God, they gave me this gift. They gave me this gift. Oh man, I can't believe they did this. Let me open it up and see what it is. Because I'm trying to evaluate in my mind how much it really costs and everything. So you open up the gift and you start to research, and it was about $15. So what do? You got to give them something back. You buy a bottle of Dom Perignon. That's how it works. It works the same way in social media. If I give to you by liking, if I comment, if I click on that endorsement in LinkedIn, if I do any of those things first for you, you will interact with me. And that's what we're missing. That's the thing that we want. And every real estate agent in the country, you're not alone, I don't care, in North America, every real estate agent, Canada, the United States, is saying, how do I leverage this thing called social media? How? How do I leverage it? You don't. Think about it. Stop trying to leverage the media. Start trying to communicate with the culture.
I toss and I turn every night. I'm trying with all of my might, with only some words that we said, but I can't get you out of my head.